welcome to today's video. Today I am doing the New Year's book tag. It was originally created by Bookables a couple years ago. I will link the original video in the description down below. So the first question is, how many books are you planning to read in 2020? I am planning on reading 60. My Goodreads goal is set at 60, but I'm actually kind of hoping to read 65. I read 62 last year, so I like to keep my Goodreads goal fairly attainable, but then also in my mind, I aim to read more than that. So yeah, my Goodreads goal said 60. My actual goal is probably about 65. Okay, question 2 is name 5 books you didn't get to this year, but hope to get to in 2020. I'm going to say Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson. I know that's the name of the series, but I'm just going to count all 3 books as one because I feel like using 3 of those would be cheating. So Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson, Twice in a Blue Moon by Christina Lauren. That was one of my most anticipated books last year, and I never read it, so oopsies. I'm going to say Illuminae by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. That was on several TBRs in 2019, and I never actually read it, so we're going to put that on there. I'm going to say Peace and Turmoil by Elliot Brooks. She's actually a booktuber, and she wrote a fantasy book. It's going to be a series, I believe, but I kept saying that I wanted to read it, and then I never did, so hopefully 2020 will be the year. And I'm going to say The Silent Patient by Alex Michaelides, however you pronounce his name. I've heard a lot of good things about that book. I need to read more thrillers this year, and that just seems like a really interesting one to me, so those are my 5. Question 3 is, what genre do you want to read more of? So I read a lot of fantasy and romance in 2019 and almost no thrillers. And I say that thrillers are one of my favorite genres of books to read, and then I didn't even read any last year. So I'm going to say I want to read more thrillers in 2020. Okay, the next one is name 3 non-book related goals for 2020. And I actually just filmed a goals video, which I think is going up before this one, so. But there were 10 goals on there, so just to pick 3, I'm going to say, actually some of them were book related, so those ones don't count. So I'm going to say, I want to plan an awesome vacation with my husband. I want to finish organizing my dresser, because I've been saying I'm going to do it for a year, and I still haven't done it. And my gym is having an 8-week weight loss challenge that I want to participate in. So those are 3 non-book related goals that I have for 2020. Specifically the first quarter of 2020. Okay, number 5. What's a book you've had forever but you still need to read? Oh. I'm gonna have to think about this one for a second. Okay, that didn't take too long because I went out into the living room and looked at my bookshelf and I was like, oh yeah, I bought that a million years ago and I haven't even read it yet, even though I was super interested in it, and I still haven't read anything by this author. So that is The Way of Shadows by Brent Weeks. This is part of the Night Angel trilogy, and I can tell you exactly when I bought it because the receipt is still in here. I bought it March 26th of 2010, and I don't know if you're actually going to be able to see this, but oh, it's not going to focus, but that says Borders Express. So that's how long I've had this book. I mean, obviously it says it's from 2010, but I bought this book at Borders. Borders doesn't even exist anymore. So I think it's safe to say I've had this book forever and I still need to read it. So this is going to be my answer for that question. And technically this wasn't on my 2020 TBR, but I guess now it is. So you're officially on my TBR for 2020. Okay, and the last question is one word that you hope 2020 will be. So I guess we're using this one word to manifest what we want out of 2020. I feel like this answer is going to be a little bit cliche, but I'm just going to use fulfilling. There's a lot of stuff that I want to do in 2020. There's a lot of places I want to go in 2020. There's a lot of personal things that I want to achieve in 2020. And I just really hope that 2020 is a very fulfilling year for me, as well as everyone else. I hope everyone feels very fulfilled in 2020. I hope lots of good things happen. I hope you achieve a lot of goals that you're hoping to achieve. And yeah, I just want a very positive, happy, fulfilling 2020. So yeah, that was it for this tag. The 7th prompt is just tag a friend. I tag all of you. So anybody who wants to do this tag, please feel free to do it and leave me a link or let me know that you did it, or even just answer the questions in the comments if you don't want to make a video or whatever. And yeah, that's it for this tag. It was the New Year's tag, and I will see you next time. Bye.